My name is Kim Lyons, and I'm with the Virgin Islands Prison Project. I knew a woman, and one day she asked me, she said, I know you go back and forth to St. Croix a lot. She goes, would you mind just going to the prison if you can do that and see my son? I found my way to the prison, and I saw the young man. I called her. I said, hey, I saw your son, and I gave him a hug, and I told him that that was from you and that you loved him very much. And she dropped the phone, and her husband came to the phone, and he said, my wife is crying from joy, and you just gave her the greatest gift that anybody could give her. And it was a really pivotal moment for me, and I felt like I had sort of touched upon the elixir of life.
My name's Silky Shah, and I'm with the Detention Watch Network. Last year it was like almost 400,000. This year it's probably going to be 500,000 people who go through the detention system. And so I think for me, I feel like that number is just too high. Families are being broken apart. The amount of confusion between federal work and what's happening locally in local communities, and the fact that local police can be ICE enforcers. We're just seeing the numbers expand in terms of people being inside detention. Families being broken apart is not, what I believe in terms of what this country is.
I'm Bob Leibel, Grassroots Leadership in Austin, Texas. I visit a guy, he was born in Antigua, and, by all impressions, he's a guy from Philadelphia. He was convicted when he was 18 years old of distributing marijuana, and he pled guilty to it because he was able to get just probation. And 7 years later, he has a traffic incident, and the police run his immigration and find out that immigration conviction makes him deportable. He spent 2 years in different detention centers around Texas. He hasn't seen his kids or his partner, and to me it's just a kind of insanity that we think that that's an appropriate response to the question of immigration.
My name is Maya Liebenthal, and I am a Critical Resistance New Orleans chapter member. What gets me is how people think and conceptualize the PIC, and how people think about it in these separate pieces, how one part of it is okay and the other part isn't, how we can have police brutality, but, how can you not be a police that's brutal? No one just goes to jail easily. There's a $1 million industry that is backing people's misconceptions about police, prisons, crime, courts, justice. And how, if we just had a way to speak to a broader audience, it would be easier for people to understand what we're saying.